What's up? Feeling good after bench press yesterday. No unusual soreness or anything like that. Definitely crushed the food yesterday. We had the homemade pizza, and then I did a bowl of yogurt for a second dinner later on. I've been doing that, trying to add some more calories in. And then today had French toast in the morning, a bunch of that. Had a bunch more yogurt with berries, honey. Had a foot long sandwich from Stop and Shop, and then also had half a bagel, a banana, and coffee, obviously. So let's check the weight. Let's see what we got. Hopefully, I don't know, probably down, right? And lots of water. Water's been good, so see what that out of there. See what we got. As long as it's not 205. Ooh. All right. Just double check that. Let's go. All right. So we're not at 210 yet. We're getting close. Let me show you the workout plan. All right. So we did the squats to stretch the knees out, the old knees. Bulk day 36. Pull-ups. Didn't watch the video yet, but I'm hoping that seventh one looked halfway decent. 2 more sets. We'll get 2 sets of barbell rows, 2 sets of single arm pull downs, and lots of curls. Well, not lots of curls, but some curls. All right, 55 pounds on the pull-ups here. Somebody was asking yesterday about the pull-up progression and how I approach it. Pretty much just trying to get 8 reps with a certain weight, and once I feel comfortable with the 8 reps, then I'll up the weight. As I'm bulking though, and the weight's actually starting to go up, I really never need to increase the weight because I'm getting heavier. So pull-ups, you know, they're kind of just like, I just want to maintain them as the bulk goes forward. A voice crack there. I mean, obviously I do want to go up, but it's just not really realistic if I'm adding a decent amount of body weight. Like when I was just holding steady at 205, 204, 205, the pull-ups were starting to climb up, same with the chin-ups. And they're doing well, but I expect them to just kind of level off now that we're actually seeing the body weight go up. But let's not talk negative. Just that's the thought process there, you know. They're not on the back burner. Nothing's ever on the back burner, except maybe calves. But that's just because I don't know where to fit them in the program. Might have been a little short on that last one. All right, last set of the pendlay rows. I'm gonna try no straps. I don't think I need them for 185, but we will find out shortly. Oh yeah, burning out a little bit. Last one. Woo. Little rest. Those are good. I like them. We'll get the single arm pull downs. All right, so we got some single arm pull downs. We're gonna try 100 pounds. This will be a nice little PR here. Never done this before. So I put down 9 as the goal, but honestly, even if we get 8, that's fine because the pendule rows are pretty solid today. So, you know, don't have crazy expectations, but let's still go for it here. See what we can get. Whew. All right. Not terrible. Felt doable. I like to do that when I go up in weight, like radically drop the reps a little bit. Like I probably could have pushed for 10, 11, but since it's going to feel a little heavier, I don't know. It's kind of a nice way to progress. Get used to the weight. You know, if I push for 11, the form will probably get kind of crappy towards the end. So take 9 good ones. Next week, push for a little more. All right. Move this up here. Well, that was interesting. All right, other than that mishap, all good. So after this, I think we'll go, yeah, probably 60s on the curls. I actually mistakenly built the 100-pound dumbbells. I thought I was going to do the double dumbbell rows, but then I remembered trying to build up the pendule, the barbell. So I'll have to restructure those and then, honestly, hopefully knock out 8 reps. I'd be very happy with that. And then, sadly, workout's actually almost over. Then it'll be time to get ready for squat day. Squat day. I want to keep the knees feeling good. They've been feeling really solid over the week with me doing the high rep, super close stance. So I think we're going to go close stance and pause maybe, honestly, and just get a lot of reps and, you know, add a little weight each set, see what happens. No sets at 380. Sorry. Just that position with the feet for whatever reason, I don't know, was not agreeing with the knees, and you know, you don't want to snap something up because in the long run, push for that small PR, whatever it is, and then you hurt something and it sets you back for, you know, weeks or months. So stay safe. I'm gonna go 6 because I found myself starting to twist inward, which is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it neutral. That's probably the only downside of the pendule rows is the grip is pronated or supinated. I guess it could be, but either way, I don't think it matters. The neutral grip on the dumbbells just lets me at least pull a lot better. You know, there's no weird twist feeling in the wrist going on, nothing like that. I always get that a little bit with overhand stuff. Like this, perfect. Stop swinging. A little bit ahead of schedule. It's not my normal. But we had lunch a little earlier because we went with the little guy to the library and did some other stuff. And they had a fire truck there, so he was taking a look at the fire truck from afar, obviously, you know, safety and all that, fence in between. But they were like testing out the boom, is that the correct term, on the fire truck, making sure everything works. So he was super excited about that, and it was pretty cool, actually. So then afterwards, we went and got a fire truck book at the library, which is very exciting. All that to say, I ate lunch at like 11:30, and then I had some carbs instead of eating lunch at like 12:45. So net message there is we might have time for 2 sets of curls. It's very exciting. Now I need more chalk. Nice job, me. So basically on this set, we need to get 8 reps. Otherwise, the entire workout, failure. No, that's not true. But 8 reps would be great. That'll be a nice new mark to hit. I don't know if I've ever done that before or not, actually. But let's get into it. Let's go for it. I'm okay with a little swing on the last couple. As long as we get a controlled eccentric, I'm still going to get something out of it. That's just for me personally, though. That's what I'm okay with. Everyone's kind of different with that kind of stuff. All right. We'll watch the video afterwards, figure out how much swing. Now we're going to rest a little bit. Solid workout, though. Very happy with the back and biceps. I guess the changes I kind of want with this bulk is a lot more calf, forearm, and arm work, I guess. Because I talked about this a couple times, but I used to really like training my calves. I mean, I still do really like training my calves, but I used to really like training them at the beginning of the workout. Now I think I'm a little too focused on doing exactly what I need to do, and I get a little bit more confidence if I'm 100% fresh. You know, no energy depleted at all. Like I used to, 15 minutes, you know, now I would knock out like 7 sets of calves. Oh, and I hate, now I sound like one of those people that was, I can't tell you how many times I tell somebody, or lifting comes up in conversation, and someone older than me tells me about how, you know, they used to be this big, it used to be this strong, which is super cool. But I'm so much more interested in hearing about where someone is at right now. You know what I mean? Not so much as what they've done in the past and like trying to compare that to what I'm doing now. Like, whatever, like that's their own journey. Like, tell me about what you're doing right now. You know what I mean? Like, today, what are we working on? So I felt like I was kind of being one of those people saying like, oh, back in the day, I used to train the calves really hard, you know, whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I like current, you know, current, even if it's less, like even if it's not as much, because what is it? Comparison is the thief of joy. If you're always comparing yourself to your previous gains or whatever, and you know, it's just gonna throw you off. I mean, you do obviously want to, because you want to learn and, you know, try and progress past those, but just focus on where you're at right now and build, you know. But I think it's about time we get that second set of curls in. There's always somebody like that at a gym, like the person who says they used to bench 405. Cool. That's great. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if somebody's talking to you about lifting, the first thing you should absolutely not do is try and tell them how much stronger you are than them. Like, okay, that's not that's not helpful. How about just something positive, you know? Anyway, I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, that used to happen with various lifts back in the day, you know, in the gym. And I was much less strong, but still, like I would do 315 on the squat. Somebody would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you know, back in my day, like I was knocking out 365," and I was like, I don't even know. Like, it's different if it's somebody that you know telling you, like, "Hey, you know, this is how strong I used to be." Like, I totally get that. Like, that happens all the time with people I know, you know, people on YouTube, and there's a lot of people that have mentioned their previous stats, and that's different because I know them. But just someone I don't even know at the gym coming up and being, you know, like, don't let that throw you off your game. I don't have to worry about that anymore because I'm in a home gym. But that was a significant tangent there. Let's get 5 here. I just felt like I was drifting in that direction by talking about, you know, how I was stronger with my calves at one point in time. All right. Whew. All right. We're going to rest it a little bit. Then I'm going to get with a set with the 42s. See if we can knock out 10. And that'll probably be it. Again, I didn't mean that negatively towards anyone on here talking about their lifting stuff. That's totally different. You know, like I know everybody on here, and then the community is really cool. And I met a lot of people that have stronger lifts than me, which is totally awesome. But nobody's ever just been like, cool bench, you know, hey, here's mine's way stronger, like first thing, you know what I mean? It's always like down the road, you know, which is the way to do it, right? All right. Enough of that nonsense. I'm going to give it another like 30 seconds and we'll go for it. That's why I think it's better to just keep the focus on what you're doing. I mean, Instagram is a lot like that. Like Instagram is literally the arch enemy person like that, where you go on, say you just did a 225 bench for the first time, you go on Instagram and there's someone doing 675 or something. It's like, that doesn't motivate. I'm sorry. Like that's, I don't know. Maybe it does, but it can be, if you allow it to become a comparison thing, you versus the other people that you see, then it can get, you know, a little discouraging sometimes because there's always somebody stronger, always somebody bigger, whatever. If you're just comparing your lift versus the lift you did last week, which is a big reason why I think I've accelerated with the home gym setup and eat more food, obviously. But the only thing I have to compare it to is what I did last week in my notebook. Like there's no one else around, no distractions. Try and stay off any social medias while I'm lifting, you know. I do occasionally answer YouTube comments, sorry. But YouTube is different. YouTube is very different than Instagram. And they're both, you know, good in their own way, but YouTube is a lot more focused and less likely to, like, it doesn't pop 25 different things in front of you, you know, all people that are like bigger and stronger than you. All right, let's get these 42s here. Hold on. Let's try and get 10. And then yeah, that's probably it. I might do a set of holds with the fat grips real quick, but that's it. All right, give it a second. We'll get those holds. Just making sure. Yes, had to make sure the video is still running because sometimes my phone doesn't have a huge amount of storage, so tends to run out. All right, last thing, I'm gonna throw the Fat Grip Extremes on here. There was something kind of funny that happened on YouTube. I think it was on Monday. I always post the fail rep because it just gets 10 times the views in the shorts version. So I posted the last rep of 275 where I failed it. It was like, you know, just a short clip. Maybe it had 2 reps, and I think it just had the 1 though. And somebody commented, some random person, they were like, "Oh, 275, like that's such a joke." Which I don't believe that. I think 275 is actually an excellent bench press. And I was just like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was just like, you know, yeah, we'll get it next time, like whatever. And then I think he commented something about how he could do it easily and he was natural, and you know, that was all well and good. But then someone else commented and they were like, by the way, it was that guy's 10th rep, my rep. So I thought that was funny. Thanks for the defensive shield there. I believe, I don't want to get the username wrong if whoever said that, but whoever said that, much appreciated. That was pretty funny actually. Because I was just, you know, occasionally you'll get comments like that, so you just have to learn to not worth it, like just say something nice back, whatever. But then that person came across and was just like, that wasn't a max attempt, that was a 10th rep attempt. So it was humorous. Thank you for that comment. That was funny. All right, let's get these holds here. Don't think I could do hammer curls with these. I guess these were a little easier than I thought they would be. Give it a couple seconds. We got one more. Assuming the video is still going. I don't know. Okay. Basic. How much weight can you hold for how long? That's good and all, but it can take a long time to set up if you get these fat grips going. By the way, never encouraging any you know, negative comments or bullying or anything like that. It wasn't that at all. It was just, I thought it was semi-humorous that somebody else commented, you know, the thing that I was contemplating commenting, but I didn't because I didn't figure it was like, you know, not worth it because obviously the other person was trying to antagonize a little bit by saying the 275 was easy. You know, always the best route is just to say something nice, move on. But I do have to say that was humorous. Now I got to go back and look and see who was the defensive shield there. That's it for today, though. Really appreciate the support. Till next time. You know, till squat day tomorrow. I mean, you could, like, if you see somebody else's lifting video and they're not as strong as you, just say something positive about it. You know, just be like, "Hey, great work! Like, continue pushing onward." Because sometimes that little positive comment, especially if it's not somebody that regularly posts. Like me, I post all the time, so you know, it's no big deal if I get a negative comment here and there. But somebody that posts their first lifting video, you know, or maybe they're kind of unsure and they post like a deadlift that's not an insane weight or something, but they're pretty proud of it. Like if somebody comments something positive, that could really make a difference for that person. So you know, you see somebody's video like that and it looks like they're actually putting in some good work and making some progress, I mean, put something positive out there. Like, you don't really know how much of a difference it could make to somebody, especially if that person has no comments on that video and you say something positive. I mean, that could be that like spark of motivation for them. I mean, you don't really know. It goes both ways, negative and positive. A negative comment obviously could have negative consequences, but you say something positive that could really lift somebody up, could make their day, might keep them pushing forward even if they don't know you. That's it for the motivational talk, though. Thanks for being an awesome audience, and thank you so much for engaging. I'm going to go get some calories in, and until tomorrow, hope you're having an excellent day. Thank you as always, and peace.